Check, check. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm here.
Joe Skelly in the house.
Yeah, even though you're complaining about me hearing
stuff.
Hearing stuff.
Oh my.
30, 90, 70 seconds, 7 seconds.
Joe Skelly, when you're driving
Fuck, we're back.
When you're driving down the road, what song do you hear playing in your head?
Just
out of curiosity.
If only the viewers could hear the soundtrack of my life.
Of your life.
But you know what? You might be able to here shortly.
That's right. Joe Skelly has put together a wonderful Spotify playlist for you guys.
And I will continue to do so depending on the day, the time, and the in the mood.
That'll be up on the site soon, I think.
Yeah.
If our freaking internet guy can learn how to post a playlist.
I would be interested in hearing what the soundtrack that plays inside Tyler I Don't Know's head is.
No.
Yeah.
It's mostly just piano music. A little bit of reverb. Sounds like you're in a big empty fucking warehouse.
Piano and reverb, right?
Yeah, that's it.
By the way, did you yet develop those pictures that you took inside that bunker? I'm telling you.
And the more I think about it, maybe the more we don't want to. I was going to look at the other night, but I was like, nah, it's the middle of the night. I'm good.
Just in case you see something you don't want to see.
Yep.
Dude, before I leave tonight, we're going to take a look at some of those.
Oh, why?
Because I want to see. I want to see.
Why are you trying to upset me, Joe Skelly?
Nah,
before you leave, Joe Skelly's like, I'm going to freak you out, and then I'm leaving. All
Dip.
Right. All right. Well, I see how it is. Tyler, I don't know. Don't fuck with them ghosts. Don't fuck with no ghosts. So speaking of ghosts, let's talk about this freaky city they're trying to build.
Yeah.
If just go right into it.
Right. If you, the listeners, have not heard, Saudi Arabia has a plan to build a new city.
Right.
It's called The Line.
So
you can Google it. Google The Line, Saudi Arabia.
Before we even start talking about that, let's just get into the point where now you're seeing a rich division of people building a little burp there. What would you call it? It's not civilization, right? So like
a controlled environment.
I mean, isn't it?
So let's give them the premise because this doesn't have any context, right?
I guess it doesn't work.
So Saudi Arabia has a plan to build a city that's 100 miles. It's a line, essentially, right?
Called the line.
It's called the line. It's 200 meters wide by 500 meters high. Okay. So it's two walls, 500 meters high.
Okay.
With a space between the two walls
on each side.
Yeah, it's 200 meters wide, right? And it's 100 miles long. The total cost of this endeavor, $500 billion.
Okay.
And they plan to house 9 million people within these two walls.
I'm just going to put this out there.
Don't they get places like that already?
Yeah, they're called prisons. I'm going to put this out here right now. Okay. Anytime anybody says 500 meters, you want to know what I think of?
What?
I read this book a long time ago that told me that the Marine Corps trains their guys to shoot at 500 meters with iron sights. So the very first thing I think about is what's going to happen when a trained unit of anybody's military gets up on top of both sides of that wall and can shoot down into the wall.
Right? So
need we go any further on the line?
Right.
Like, I'm dead serious.
Maybe it's protected by killer drones.
What?
Maybe it'll be protected by autonomous killer drones that are designed.
So then we're back to Skynet.
Designed to keep people out.
So we're back
designed
to
keep people in.
Is this like a second rebirth of what's that place called that you're not, Dubai, that you got to get sponsored to move into, that you're not allowed to cuss in, you're not allowed to spit there. I mean, this is, as I joke all the time, it's the Elven City. It's people want to be in a place where the reality of humans, or what do you call that? The human disease is not there.
Right. Well, what they're saying is there'll be no cars inside the city. You'll be able to get from one end of the city to the other end of the city via tram. It'll take 20 minutes to get from one side of the city to the other side of the city, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing. In a city that's oval, square, round, whatever, we have 9 million people, right? You can interact with all 9 million people in one way or another, right?
Okay.
If it's a straight line.
How does one person on one side interact with the other?
You wouldn't be able to.
So what happens, like, if you're dating someone on the other side and you got to go see them every day, you got to jump in the tram?
Take the tram, 20 minutes to the other side of the city, but they live 100 miles away.
What is the core purpose of this?
That's the question I don't know.
Because we were just on the website with the engineer and it said something like civilization, anew, blah, blah, blah. What is new?
That the proposed plan is, right, everything you need will be within 5 minutes walking from your living quarters.
What if I need a visit to China? Guess what? Not 5 minutes from me.
Not 5 minutes. Are we going to go into the flat Earth
Figured
thing?
it out.
Are we going to talk about the flat Earth too?
I have no idea.
All right.
I don't know anything about that whole thing.
But again, are there a lot of, is this the next step in evolution? Is this going to make humanity better? Is this going to make these people better? They also say there's going to be autonomous drones flying around to make your life easy, right?
What?
So is is this where Amazon's designing those drones to drop packages to your quarters? Is that where that's going to take place? You know what was very similar to this? Have you seen, what's the movie where Schwarzenegger goes to the Mars?
The old one, Total Recall?
Yeah, have you seen the new Total Recall?
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of.
Well, in that movie, they're doing something where they can actually go from one side of the earth to the other, right?
side,
Through the core,
right. But
which
that
is
city,
crazy as fuck.
right? The city, though,
Itself is a line.
it looks like a line. I mean, because he's
Right.
jumping from apartment to apartment to apartment, and
It just looks like that.
Yeah, it's very.
You think
bizarre.
somebody with a lot of money just watched too many movies and
Well, look, if they're investing $500 billion, there's a reason.
yeah, the reason is we all need oil and they have all our oil money.
Understood, but that's not
the reason.
That's not the reason
We're
they're
right.
doing this.
We're right back to
Why are
somebody
they trying to jam all their people in one thing?
so they can get a firing squad 500 meters up and fucking finish that job.
I mean, is this about control?
Man,
Why this design? Why a line?
how long is it?
It's 100 miles long.
So 100 miles long. And what about just natural disaster? How are they making that line? How is that going to be even? Is it going to be even?
Yeah, the whole thing's 500 meters high by 100 meters long.
Right. And what happens in the middle when a fucking sinkhole hits and drops some of the line into the ground is what I'm asking. Like naturally.
I don't know if they have any sinkholes in Saudi Arabia.
I don't know what they have over there except for our oil money.
And
Again, I'm
lots-
just going to keep saying that. That's
Lots
all
of
I
sand,
know.
Lots of sand.
I don't even want to say that.
Sandstorms.
That's another thing. Natural disasters. I mean,
Are they planning that is 500 meters higher than the average sandstorm?
You'd
What happens?
know
All
more
the
than I
sand's going to
would.
come over the top of the wall and fill the
And
inside
bury 'em?
and fill the inside with sand dunes?
I'm still on the fact that like one earthquake's going to fuck your line all up.
Oh, here's the next question.
Okay.
Will this create a caste system where if you're of the lower
Ooh,
echelon of people
Elven City.
where you don't have enough money, you have to live at the bottom and all the rich people will live at the top? I mean, think about it. 2 walls that are 500 meters high, at some point in time, you're not going to get daylight down in the bottom, right? Or if you have daylight at the bottom,
Oh yeah.
daylight's
dude,
only
you're
going to
not-
last for what,
no.
an hour?
You're not getting. Oh, hold the phone. There are more of these places?
Oh, I only know about that place.
Dude, the website, I'm on their website right now on the Google Funator. They've got one called the Trojena. I'm probably butchering this. So apparently there's a mother company. The website's called neom.com, Neom.com. They have one called Trojena. They have one called Oxagon, I guess. And then they have the line. Look at that. 3 different ones.
Wow. So
And there's a whole website dedicated to this. It says, is a vision of what new future might look like. It's an attempt to do something that's never been done before, and it comes at a time when the world needs fresh thinking and new solutions. Simply put, Neom will be a destination, a home for people who dream big and want to be part of building a new model for sustainable living, working, and prospering. I don't understand the model. What makes it special? Am I missing something?
propaganda makes it special. What
They've got
can't,
this-
what
they've
can't you
got
do?
this-
What can't you do if you lived in if you live in a walled city? What can't you do?
Run in circles. The line, right?
Right? But what else can't you do?
Can't drive in circles.
What else can't you do?
Can't leave when I want. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh. What if you want to leave the city?
2,000 suggested names, 150 names selected, 5 names sorted, 2 names were proposed by board members with the blah, blah, blah. This is literally a fucking timeline on how they developed the name of this website. This is ridiculous.
I'm not interested.
The Crown Prince and Chairman of the Neom Board of Directors, His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salmon, whatever, discussed and deliberated with members of the project's funding board. So it is a bunch of dudes with way too much money. What's this? I'm trying to find any kind of weird facts.
Again, you can't roam. How do you get out of the city?
Are they just going to have doors where you walk out?
Or maybe
It's going to be like the Truman Wall?
Maybe you have special. You have to get special permission to leave.
It's going to be like the Truman Wall.
Right?
Special permission to leave. Well, yeah, of course, because what's the first thing that a terrorist is going to want to do in a place like that?
Infiltrate.
Yep. And then make it so it's not a line anymore. Make it so it's a tunnel.
Or
Going
make
from
a
one
hole.
side to the other.
Right.
Make a hole in it. Right.
Right.
I mean, that's, how do you break a straight line? You make it crooked. Right? I mean, the future, it says the future of urban living. The line is a civilization.
This is wild to me.
It's a civilizational revolution that puts humans first, providing an unprecedented urban living experience while preserving the surrounding nature. There it is. That's what their tagline is. We're preserving nature by making a line instead of engulfing all of the sand. Very good.
Right.
Saudis.
Low carbon footprint is what they're claiming, right?
It redefines the concept of urban development and what cities of the future should look like.
So here's the question.
So our city
Does the
needs to
line
look
have
like
a
line.
roof?
Okay, that's a good.
I mean, is it going to have a roof? Is it going to be
I
air
don't-
conditioned? How low is your carbon footprint if your city that's 100 miles
So-
long is air conditioned?
no roads, cars, or emissions. It will run 100% on renewable energy. 95% of the land will be preserved for nature. People's health and well-being will be prioritized over transportation and infrastructure, unlike traditional cities. Only 200 meters wide, but 170 kilometers long
That's
and
about 100 miles
500
long.
meters above sea level. Oh.
So again, if you don't have enough money, do you live on the bottom floor? And the more money you have, the higher up you live in the wall.
The line will eventually accommodate. I cut a whole word off there. Accommodate 9 million people and will be built on a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. This will mean a reduced infrastructure footprint, creating never before seen efficiencies in city functions. I like how they just keep repeating the same thing. This is going to be better. We're in a straight line. This is going to be better. Listen, I've gone to billions of cities all over the country. They have billions, right? I've been to every Martin Luther fucking city and every fucking whatever.
Luther road.
Right. Guess what? There's a line in all of those too.
Right.
So I don't understand.
Making everybody live between two walls again.
Two legs isn't better than fucking four when it's a tabletop. Like, I don't understand what the concept here is.
It's to jam 9 million people. And I'm sure that's not the entire populace of Saudi Arabia.
It is.
Okay.
I mean, that's not including the camels.
Right. I mean, just look. You're gonna.
No, I don't know.
You're gonna jam 9 million people between two walls. That does not sound like a good idea.
I just don't. A revolution in civilization, unparalleled
Next thing you know,
access
listen,
to nature.
They're gonna do away with
clean
money.
air for everyone.
It's gonna be all. It's gonna all e-commerce. There's gonna be no cash.
More time to spend with loved ones. Everything will be accessible within a 5-minute walk in an efficient public transport network that will offer end-to-end journey in just 20 minutes. Automated services will be powered by artificial intelligence. There it is. What the fuck?
Dude, next thing you know, you're going to plug in. You're going to plug in.
Amenities in
You're
close
gonna plug in.
proximity will mean residents see family and friends often through spontaneous encounters. Well, that's not true because most of my family moved across the country to get away from me. So how's that going to fucking work?
You get on the tram. It's 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. What if they don't live inside the walled city?
Oh, here we go. Here's an answer to your question earlier. A perfect climate all year round to ensure the establishment of microclimatic spaces. What? To ensure the establishment of microclimatic spaces. Okay. The environment has been carefully designed to allow for optimal balance of sunlight, shade, and natural ventilation. Furthermore, the green open spaces throughout the city will further enhance the comfort for those living, working, and visiting here. Well, at least they're letting people visit. This is fucking crazy.
They've committed the money. They're going to begin building, I think, soon.
Look at these pictures that are drawn up. These are high tech. I mean, this looks like what the city look like in the new Dread movie.
Right.
This is some space
Right.
age shit.
This is. Again, what's the purpose?
It's world-class quality of life.
Oh, run by artificial intelligence.
And then when you disappear, they'll find your body underground being milked like an ass of a beaver for some strawberry flavor.
Dude, when they plug you into
This is going to be some Blade shit.
when they plug you in.
Dude, this is freaky, bro. The future is now, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, but before we move into any more future, you should go over to baysbasement.com, get your fucking patches, because the world is ending. We're making line cities.
Dude,
Fuck all. I don't even know. Listen, they got $500 billion to build a fucking stupid line city.
yeah. 2 walls.
I'm going to write some motherfuckers and be like, listen, I'm going to need you to sponsor the podcast with your line city. We want to be the first podcast on the floor in Line City.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Let you know about that. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. DMMT's that, motherfucker. Yeah, right.
Dude,
Joe
look.
Rogan will be over there like, oh, I was in there.
I was in the Line City.
Sniffing the air, and my shoulder instantly felt better. And then they
start
had,
a podcast.
Yeah. And then I had some shrooms that they only grow,
In the Line City.
right, 370 meters up the wall. But to get them, you got to rock climb.
Right.
And me and
right.
Vin Diesel, F is for family,
Right. F is for.
he belayed me all the way up.
Right. Oh, you know what? What if you have to live in the basement of the walled city?
What the fuck? That's where all the service people go?
Yeah, right?
Well, they already said it's going to be done by automated robots
Yeah, except for the people that live in
that
the
want
basement.
to go live in the basement.
The people who live in the
So are they
basement
gonna have
and
to
end
have
up with Vin
sub-levels?
Diesel eyes.
Again,
The,
Vin Diesel.
the glow in the dark eyes.
Hey, I want those.
Yeah.
So hold on. How do you build a 100-mile structure? Is that what it was? 100
Yep.
miles? How do you build a 100-mile structure and ensure that nature doesn't move it?
That's a good question.
How about the Great Wall? Has the Great Wall ever just had a pitfall and it fell apart? I'm dead serious.
I mean, well, the Great Wall's fallen apart because of erosion and time and not being maintained.
Right, but have they ever just been walking and they're like, oh, look at this big fucking hole because
No,
an
here's my
earthquake
question.
hit.
They have fucking sandstorms all the time, right?
Right,
Huge windstorm that carries sand.
right.
What do you think's going to happen to that wall when the windstorm broadsides
They're going to
it?
have a switch. They're going to flip the switch. The vents will open and suck all the sand out. They'll be like, residents of Line City, inside
Lockdown,
your home.
lockdown, right?
Lockdown.
No, I'm just talking
lockdown.
about the wind hitting the
Yeah.
wall itself.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
At 100 miles an hour. It'd be like you building a Lego wall and then driving a car into it at 100 miles
So
an
if
hour.
like half the wall goes down and crushes everybody because they can't get out. Ooh, now it's a Stallone movie. Daylight.
Daylight. Oh.
We're going to need Stallone to go down under by himself. It's a one-man mission.
Right.
Speaking of one-man
Then all
missions
the pipes
that are...
break and it starts flooding.
Yeah, but he handled that already.
Yeah.
Some dynamite and a dog.
Right.
He's fine. So, speaking of Daylight, not to get off on a tangent, but they made a movie about those fucking Thai kids that had to get rescued out of those rocks.
Out of the caves?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you watch that?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
That is anxiety all over.
Bro.
They're like, oh, you need somebody who's small enough to fit in. I'm like, well, Tyler, I don't know's out. My boobs are too big.
Sorry, not me.
I'm not squeezing in there.
Not me. Like I like I like diving, but cave diving?
No.
No. And that one dude died.
That's like strategically getting in there to fucking crawl into your coffin.
Right.
That's scary.
Right. That one dude died.
One of them
rescuing
one of the rescuers. So
Yeah.
did all the
It
kids
was like
get
their
out?
version of a Navy SEAL.
So, Jesus.
Yeah, he died.
So did all the kids get out?
I think they got them all out, or so. I don't know. They might not have all survived.
I can't remember. I remember when that was going on.
Yeah,
I remember I
that's-
was where I was when that was happening. And it is crazy. But
Not a fan.
here's the crazier part. Why the fuck were you in there to begin
Oh,
with?
there was some kind of fucked up field trip, and they
Right.
just kept going and
Right.
going and going.
Hey guys,
Never
the
mind the
holes are-
caves fill during flash flooding and rains. By the way, we live in a tropical
Yeah, yeah.
environment where it rains all the
Fuck
time.
that.
Probably not a great
Listen,
idea.
if there's a reason to go, like the guys who are rescuing, I understand their motive.
Right.
You know, life is special. But the fucking field trip, I'm like,
Dude, you know what's
who
even more
signed
fucked
that
up?
waiver?
You know what's even more fucked up?
They probably don't
Is
have a
before
waiver.
this field trip, think about all the movies where there were cavers. With cavers, there was like a series of 2 or 3 of these movies where the caves started flooding and they had to find a way to escape.
There are? I don't watch those.
Yeah, there
Those
was
will
like
give me nightmares.
2 of them
So-
at least.
The only cave movie I remember recently is that one with the bitch covered in blood who's like looking up and
Oh, The Descent.
yes. Why do you know that? Why, Joe Skelly? Why do you know such weird shit?
Dude, that movie's
Why do you know
that
about
movie's
this? Hold on.
so fucked.
Okay, first of all, I've never seen it. Have you?
Yes.
Is it scary?
There's 2 of them. Yes.
Okay. Is it about ghost stuff?
No, it's not about ghost stuff. It's even worse.
Oh, it's a monster?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a ghost.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna watch that movie now. Okay, I'm
No.
good with that. Hold on a second.
The engineer's
I've
flipping
not
out.
seen any of
The
it. but
engineer's like,
I
"Fuck
remember.
that."
I remember what it. I remember like the trailers and stuff.
No,
and then-
it's a
and
good-
the cover is pretty epic. I mean,
No,
it's literally
yeah,
just a
right.
cutie bitch
Yeah,
in blood,
yeah,
and you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
really? This is it? Like you're just Robin from Carrie. You know what I mean? Okay.
Just
So what was that fucking? What was that?
Add it to your list.
Yeah.
Add it
God,
to your
Jesus.
list.
What was the What was that event called where they had to go in to get these kids out of Taiwan? Like when was that? Or
Oh,
any,
It was like
was
4
it
years
Thailand?
ago.
I thought it was Thailand.
I can't remember. It might
Yep,
have
here
been.
it is,
Yep.
Thailand Cave Rescue. Okay, yeah, I knew it was one of those only because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, another place I've never been to. Cool. I'll just watch a movie about that. I'm just joking. Let's move on. In June and July of 2008, a junior association football team was rescued from the, I'm not even going to butcher this, something something cave in something something province in northern Thailand. 12 members of the team, aged 11 to 16, and their 25-year-old assistant coach entered a cave on the 23rd of June after football practice. Even fucking better.
Mm.
And there were 2 deaths, by the way. Is 13 Lives a true story? The breathlessly tense 13 Lives dramatization of the real life cave rescue.
Nobody wants to listen to you read that.
Is this I'm just saying, I want to know what happened to this story.
You got to watch the movie.
I don't know who died. It doesn't say.
One of the rescuers died.
It says there's 2 people that died.
Yep. Maybe it was a student.
Bro, that boy's getting fired.
that
That teacher is
teacher-
fired.
Right.
They're like, fuck this guy. He's an idiot.
Mm.
Let a bunch of kids into a cave dive.
They weren't even diving. It was dry when they went in.
No, I meant cave dive isn't just going in deep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
got you.
I didn't realize that there was a cave dive with water mixed in there.
Yeah, where they
I mean,
dive.
I know it happens, but I didn't know. Do people actually go to cave divings with oxygen tanks to dive?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
They'll find flooded caves. And
What
they
the
want
fuck
to
is wrong with you?
You didn't know this?
No.
They dive in
I
caves
knew
to find to
Cave
map
diving,
out the,
cave diving to me as a fucking term has always been like as in dry, going into caves that are deep into the ground.
No, cave
Oh,
diving is
So
actually
there's a cave
scuba diving
with- no,
in caves.
no, no, no. What the fuck is wrong with you? Leave it alone. Get a drone, bro. You
Right.
got drones.
Right.
They're like, the signal won't work. Well, whatever. And get fucked. Tie a cord to it. I don't know what to tell you. People are weird, man.
Yeah.
You seen some of the fucking holes people go down?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I can barely fit in here. Push me.
How
What?
about the one caver that got stuck and then he died there because they couldn't get him out?
No, that happens all the time too.
I bet it does.
It's like base jumping. Base jumping and their high fucking mortality rate, like just because they're, oh yeah, I jumped off this building and whacked my head on the side of the fucking pylon when I was coming down. Yeah, I wonder. I wonder. I accidentally hit the Nike sign at full speed. Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, dude, I love stuff. I love all things, but no.
No.
So I thought there was a name for this. I thought it was spelunking.
Spelunking.
Spelunking. Spelunking.
It's spelunking.
Spelunking.
It's caving.
Fuck that.
They call it caving.
If you're a spelunker,
Email the show. Tell us about it. Why you
email
love
and
it.
tell me when your first date was. That's all I'm saying. I was 29 years old when I went on my first date. Yeah, because you were in fucking caves all day chilling, my guy. Go to the bar, go to the movies, chill out. What are you doing?
Stay the fuck out of the underground.
Right.
Look, the Aztecs only went underground to pray to the gods of the underworld.
Well, they were chopping people up, so we can't take nothing they were doing serious. We got to get away from those motherfuckers. They were like, give them a heart. For what?
Dude,
Relax.
they straight up believed
No.
go into a cave that led to hell. That's
Yeah.
that's what they believe.
You want to know what that did?
Hmm.
That led to that AVP movie, so fuck those people too. They're fucking this all up. Right. Imagine being that guy back in the day, like, let's go pray to God. But you know what? In 200 years, they're going to make a movie about us, and it's going to have aliens and dudes with submachine gun 45 caliber submachine guns trying to shoot aliens. Okay.
In Antarctica.
Yeah. Good luck.
On 200 meters under the ice or whatever it was.
Right.
We're going 2 miles down.
Perfectly good hole. I'm glad these aliens did this so we can slide our booties down. Okay.
Dude, we got way off the track of
I don't
this Saudi
care.
Arabian city.
They're fucking right. People are just doing dumb shit.
So is it about control? Dude, all that shit on that website's propaganda, bro.
Joe Skelly, you got to be careful when you talk to Joe Skelly because everything turns into a conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy. I'm just
It's
asking.
happening.
It's better living. It's better living. Unless you're not one of the people allowed in the city.
Ooh, watch them microchip everybody.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're going to get rid of cash. They're going to microchip everybody. You swipe your wrist to pay for whatever
But
products.
then they'll have readers everywhere so they know what you're doing.
Track your
all the
movements.
time.
Track your movements everywhere.
Right.
Dude,
You know what that is, right?
what's that?
Ant farm.
It's a giant ant farm.
It is. It's a giant fucking ant farm.
We're all working towards the greater good of the colony.
The greater good.
You know where else they have this? China.
The greater good.
And they live inside a giant wall.
You have seen Hot Fuzz, right?
Yes, I have seen Hot Fuzz.
The greater good. It's all for the greater good.
Yes.
Who's greater good? Boy had $500 million. Bro.
$500 billion.
Billion. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you could do whatever you want with that.
Yep.
Listen, you could buy a new pair of fucking underwear, jeans, and socks to wear every day for the rest of your fucking life and your families with that much money. And you want to build an ant fucking farm?
There's a reason.
Stop giving dumb people money.
Or they're genius and we just haven't figured it out.
I don't know.
If you'd be willing to move into the Line City, go to baysbasement.com, email the show, let us know what you think.
Right.
Give us your idea of why it'd be so wonderful.
Right.
Would you be willing to be part of that great experiment?
And listen, this is not code for send us more dick pictures.
'Cause-
So we're very fucking clear about this.
So we're
Our
very
ratio of dick pictures is not good compared to the titty pictures. So y'all need to just chill out.
right. So
And we can't even read those pictures online or
Right.
over the mic online.
yeah,
Oh, brother.
I'm just saying.
over the air.
Yeah.
So
Go to Base Basement. Email us. As Tyler, I don't know, said, buy stickers, buy patches, buy soap, buy
Right,
something.
right.
Take care of your lady. Help support the podcast.
I want to.
And yet again, we're still keeping tally about this corn thing. And
Yeah.
get on your favorite platform and give us a high rating if you want to keep the show going. Because
Right.
this, and one more thing. I know I keep going on.
Yep.
Email Pandora and ask them why they won't approve our show.
And
And
if you're planning on moving to the Line City, let us know. We'll send you a package. You get free patches
you get free patches if you move to the Line City.
if you move to the Line City.
I'm not sure when its completion date's going to be, but
Fuck, bro.
you know how long that's going to take? Where are they going to get all the laborers?
I don't even know. Listen, I heard the other day that most of the steel that's like good stuff we used up during wars already.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's absolutely true.
That's ridiculous. And then I saw that picture of a Japanese ship's armor plate that had a hole in it from a
And how thick was it?
torpedo, and
Right.
it was like,
It was from a cannon. It wasn't even
what
from a torpedo.
the fuck, bro?
How thick was that?
It was
It was like 2.5 feet thick.
thicker than me.
Right.
That's all I know.
right.
Listen, that's crazy.
Right.
It looked like Godzilla poked his fucking hole through it,
Yeah.
or his fingernail through it.
Yep.
A hole through it. Yeah, he did. But the fact that just exists, and now they want to build an ant farm.
Yep.
Maybe that's why they're building an ant farm, because they know we're out of steel.
It's
Maybe it's going to be like the Japanese stuff. They're going to make
or
it out
did
of...
we just get soft and everybody wants to live in climate control 24/7?
Well,
You imagine how bad allergies are going to be? What everybody lives in
there
this
won't
perfectly
be any allergies.
right.
They
and then
removed them all.
But listen, the first time you leave that walled city and go outside, your
Blech.
allergies are going to
You
be
die.
you're going to die from
You
your
think
allergies.
people will change and turn a certain color because they're in the perfect air and all this other shit?
Oh, and they don't get sunlight.
Right.
They become gray
Well, they're getting the natural sunlight. It's been figured out
for about
perfectly.
20 minutes a day
Right.
with two
Right.
500-meter high walls, and they're
Right.
just going to turn the LEDs on.
Oh my God, my skin's already melting.
Mm,
This is horrible, Joe Skelly.
yeah.
We should keep this should be a thing.
What should be a
maybe
thing?
you should go visit it.
No,
Why?
I have no interest.
So you'll drag me to a fucking Mothman But you won't go see the Line City, my guy?
First of all, they're not going to let me into Saudi Arabia.
They might.
I don't know.
Just
What business do I have in Saudi Arabia?
tourist, visiting family.
Okay.
Visiting family. What does anybody go to Saudi Arabia for? To buy oil. Let's just go buy a couple cans.
Okay.
We need a couple cans.
Right.
Do you guys sell these by the gallon? How
you
much
got-
is shipping?
You got 2 gallons of 5W30?
Do we get a discount if we order more? Fuck.
You're such an ass.
I know.
I'm sure Saudi Arabia is beautiful, and I'm sure there's a lot of historic sites to go visit and
I
see.
saw Hidalgo once. I think that was in Saudi Arabia.
Oh my god!
There's
you're
a movie
fucking
about
ridiculous.
a horse.
Yeah, dude. Dude,
And the
you know
guy
that
from
had one
Lord
of
of
the
the Rings.
That had like one of the worst ratings ever.
Really?
No, that wasn't. It wasn't Hidalgo. I'm sorry, I stand corrected.
Was it the one where he kills the guy with the coffee pot?
No, Ishtar. Ishtar was
Ishtar.
the movie there.
Yeah, what the
Like,
fuck is that about?
Dude, it's one of the worst rated
Is it
movies
bad?
ever made. Yeah. It got a terrible rating.
How do we get on this again?
I don't know.
And what is Ishtar? Wait, what's the movie about?
I can't remember.
Oh, so fucking
But it-
bad.
but it-
You don't
but
even
it-
remember what it
dude,
was about.
Yeah, it was terrible.
That's horrible.
It's terrible. Yeah, it's absolutely horrible. Yep.
BaysBasement.com. Going to the ant farm, Line City. The future is now. Judge Dredd coming out.
Plug in.
The guy who's going to be in charge of the council of Line City is going to be Steven Seagal.
No,
He'll get
well,
in there.
you know what? He's already living in Dubai. He's already living in Dubai. So
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
he is. Yes, he is.
They let Steven Seagal in Dubai?
Yep.
Oh, they got to let me in then.
So he's not too far from Saudi.
They got to let me in.
Yeah. He's
Anybody. I thought
I think
that
he's.
was.
I think he's a guest.
What's he doing? Teaching martial arts up there?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yeah, bro. I just seen some videos of him chilling in Dubai, staying in some pound house,
The world makes no sense to me, Joe Skelly.
helping running some
Nope.
kung fu schools or
Nope.
whatever it is he does.
Listen, again, I'm going to say this again. When you're 6'7" and you got dick beaters the size of gorilla hands, okay, knocking little people down is not hard.
No, dude. That was your guy. That was your guy. That was your guy.
He was the first white guy to ever have a dojo in Japan. It was a great feat till we figured out he was diddling Sensei's fucking daughter. You know, that, but hey, you know, get the job done.
Oh my God.
Then he did fuck the girl from Weird Science. So, I mean, he does have that.
Yep.
Then he beat her.
Yep. And then,
Allegedly.
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 Allegedly. And there's all kinds of other effed up stories I heard about him just recently too.
We're all
so.
fucked up.
Yeah.
But some of us are really fucked up. Yeah. Shout out to old Sensei Sheriff Steven Seagal. I'm gonna call the Steven Seagal to take Joe Skelly to the fucking Line City.
Well,
And he'll give you a tour. I'll be outside.
oh, you'll be
I ain't
outside.
going in there.
You ain't.
They'll put that under the rules of Woods. We stay away from that.
Stay away from the
I
line.
ain't walking in because you ain't walking out. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
30, 90, 7 seconds.